we're going to be simplifying with negatives in rational expressions, and we've got two examples here. Let's take a look at the first one, x minus 2 over 2 minus x. Begin by determining the domain. So if I look at the denominator here, I want the values of x that make the denominator 0. Those are the ones that I will not be able to use. So in this case, if x is 2, the denominator is 0. So I'm just going to say here the domain is all real numbers x not equal to 2. And then we'll write that into our final result later. Now, if I look at x minus 2 over 2 minus x, I'm going to write it here. It doesn't look like we have any common factors that can be removed. And at this point, the way that it's written, we don't. But let's see if we can reorder some things and maybe something common will pop out. So what I'm going to do is take the denominator and factor out a negative 1 from each term. If I do that, what I have left is negative 2 plus x. Let me extend that fraction bar there. Negative 1 times negative 2 is 2. Negative 1 times x is negative x. So all I've done is rewrite the denominator with the negative 1 removed. Now what I'm going to do is, because addition is commutative, meaning negative 2 plus x is the same as x plus negative 2, I can just reorder that part of the denominator, and then I can write x minus 2 divided by negative 1 times x minus 2. Now I have a common factor of x minus 2. When I remove that common factor, I'm left with a 1 in the numerator. So 1 over negative 1 is negative 1. So what I've done is I've kind of stumbled upon a rule that works for rational expressions when I have a minus b over b minus a. The result is negative 1. So I can use this now going forward if I recognize that it can be applied. Let's take a look at part B. Simplify negative the quantity 1 minus x times the quantity x minus 2 divided by 2 times the quantity x minus 1. Well, here I have 1 minus x over x minus 1. I can simplify that, and when I do, removing the common factor, I have negative 1 left. Negative 1 here, this 1 in front, times this negative 1 gives us a positive 1. And so all I have left from this giant fraction is x minus 2 over 2. And that is my final answer. What I didn't do was to look at the domain here. If I look at the denominator x minus 1, my domain is all real numbers, x not equal to 1. So for both A and B, there's some restrictions. For part A, I can use this simplification as long as x is not 2. And for part B, I can use this simplification as long as x is not 1.